Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Tall, Dark, and Handy, the Odenthal house build. I messed up. If you look behind me, I used to have a stairwell up here. I had to tear both of my stairwells out and redo them. You know, I do a lot of this kind of work, but I am still learning. And this is one of those things that I messed up on. On stairs, there are codes that have to be met. There are distances that have to be met. And I was trying to fit it within a certain space, and I thought I had it right. Turns out I was a little bit off. So if you've never done stairs, or if you are thinking about doing stairs, something to help you along is I use just called I think it's called a stair calculator. You can Google it and it pulls up a thing and it'll help you figure out what your rises and treads need to be on your stairwell. Code requires that you have in residential, most places, again, you have to check your own local codes, but most places it's 10 inches for the tread depth. So for reference, the tread depth, what your foot steps on, needs to be at least 10 inches wide. And then your requirement of your height is, I think it's 7 3/4 down to like 7 inches maybe, somewhere in that range. Again, I don't remember the exact, you'll have to look at your own county regulations, your codes, your local codes, but the rise on your stair is going up. On mine, I had over 10 inches, but it's measured from the front of what's called the bull nose. So on your step, if you've got a board like this, let's say this is, you know, the rise or the toe kick or the rise on it, and then this part that overhangs it is your bull nose. I was measuring the full width, but you have to measure from the front of a bull nose to the front of the next bull nose. Long story short, I was on this stairwell 3/4 of an inch too short, in my basement stairwell 1/2 of an inch too short, and had to turn both out and redo them. So thankfully I had my helper helping me yesterday. We got it all torn out, got it a lot of work done, a lot of progress made, but got to finish it up today. So when you're doing your stairs, man, this is one of those things, it's a little bit more tedious, I guess. It's really not overly complicated. It just, you have to take your time, make sure that you're meeting the requirements. And as much as I hated to have to go backwards and, you know, redo it, the benefit is it's going to be better. Like realistically, my steps were going to feel nicer already downstairs. The downstairs ones are pretty much done here. I'll show you. The basement ones are redone and they do feel better when going up and down them. So, you know, it's a code for a reason. And even if I didn't want to have to redo it, I think, you know, it's going to be the right thing to do in the long run. So you see the basement is redone. They're not screwed down yet, and I had to do some framing down here anyways. And I actually made it just a little bit narrower. And anyways, all that said, like, yeah, it kind of sucks, have to redo it, but I'm actually pretty excited. It's going to be better and it is going to be up to code, which is kind of important. And it is actually going to be more functional for my family and our use. So just one of those things when building, try to check all the codes. And even when you do check codes, because I did check the code, the way I was understanding it was just not quite right. So there's just always things that you end up learning as you go. It's not that big a deal. It just takes a little extra time, takes a little bit extra material. Obviously do your research as much as possible, but this is one of those things that I did a lot of research, still ended up getting it wrong, and I'm fixing it now, and I'll know for the future. So it's not that big a deal. Just keep on going. So there you go. So I know it's been a little while since I posted anything. We haven't done a whole lot of changes. Other than that, I guess we have siding on the outside on most of the house. I don't know if I've shown that yet. So maybe I'll make another one and kind of show you some outdoor progress. Things are really coming together and looking good, but we're getting close to where on the inside we can start running our electrical and plumbing, which would be really exciting to start getting some rough-ins done. So anyways, hope everybody's doing good. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.